G'day folks, what is going on? In this video, I want to share with you a really simple and quick flow that you can use in order to start generating clients, sell your courses, sell coaching spots, whatever it may be, digital products. And what we're going to use is one, a Facebook group, and two, a really simple question, and three, I'm going to give you a message template to use. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, boom, get you generating leads, get you generating conversations. And then if you stick around with me to the end, I want to talk about how this can kind of fit into the bigger picture. Okay, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome, appreciate you joining me. My name is Jacob. On this channel, we talk all about building personal brands and monetizing them with highly leveraged digital products. So courses, coaching, consulting, that type of stuff. If at any point you get value from this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like, and let's jump into this one really quickly. Okay, so what I've got on the screen in front of me is my Facebook group. Okay, now we recommend to all of our clients, and I talk a lot about it in my content, is if you have a personal brand and you want to sell information, have a community of some kind, okay? I don't necessarily care if it's a Facebook group or if you want to go use a third-party platform, but I do recommend having a community where you can bring together the more active followers from your broader audience, the people on your YouTube channel, the people on your Facebook profile, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you may be creating content that's kind of public-facing, some type of community to bring the really active subset of those people together will be a really strong asset for your business, even if it's not huge, right? Like millions of dollars have come out of this group and there's only 3,600 people there. At the time I'm filming this, it's a Monday. We launched a new product on Friday and we sold 80 spots over the weekend, and like 80+% of them came directly from this group, right? So really potent, having a little community that you stay in touch with, that you give value to, that you provide a unique experience to. It's really valuable, okay? So if you go down the path of using a Facebook group, or if you have a Facebook group, what you can do is you can point all your different traffic sources to it, okay? Now let's get into this little 3-part thing that I want you to start doing or have someone on your team doing, because it can make you a lot of money. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to come into your group here and you want to go to membership questions. The third question here, all right, you guys can look at these other two and take something away from them if you want. It's, collecting an email, and for us, we want to know who we're dealing with. Are they a coach? Are they a course creator? Are they a consultant? Are they an affiliate marketer? Right, we play around with these a little bit, but they're pretty static. But this third one here is in particular what I want to talk about. We help course creators, coaches, and affiliates make an extra $100,000 to $1 million plus per year with their personal brand without strategy sessions, webinars, challenges, or a big team. Would you like us to reach out via private message and explain how? Okay, this is a little evergreen asset that you can have sitting in your business, round the clock. People raising their hand, yes, I'd like information, yes, I'd like information, yes, I'd like information. And then you or someone from your team can get in touch, okay? A little message framework that you can use. Hey, Sally, really appreciate you requesting to join the group. I'll get you in there shortly. My team will get you in there shortly, whatever it is. Or I just accepted your request to join the group, whatever the timing is. I noticed that you wanted me to get in touch and talk to you a little bit about how we help people to, insert whatever it is that you do. Would you mind telling me a little bit about your situation and what's happening at the moment? And we can take it from there. Simple as that. What that's going to do is it's going to give them a really open-ended position to start from. And then they'll come back and give you as much information as they want to, and you can take the conversation from there, okay? Now, not everybody's going to reply. But you want to supplement this with content, okay? You want to supplement it with content. So you can see me going live here, right? You can see me posting and sharing value here. Another live here, right? More posts. This was a little launch we did. So you can promote products directly in the group, right? You want to make the community active and you want to make the community valuable, right? You can see people contributing content, more value. Here's a live I did with Jamie, right? Information. You want an active community, because what that's going to do is it's going to supplement the messages that you're sending out. So even if someone doesn't reply initially, they might read some of the content. They might jump onto a live, and then that might prompt them to go, hey, I got that message from Jacob. I should get back in touch. And so what you do is, if you're consistent in sending those messages, you're building up a pipeline. And then in a month, you might have 100 people in your pipeline. In 2 months, you might have 200 people in your pipeline, okay? And even if they aren't yielding sales immediately, even if they're not responding immediately, if you complement that with good, consistent content and making offers in your content and running a group the right way, and I've got tons of other videos on here, what will start to happen is that those will start to tip in. They will start to reach back out. They will start to open up to you if the content that you're providing in the group is on point. And those will start converting into calls if that's what you do, or converting into deals in Messenger if that's that's how you do things like we do. Okay, so think about it not necessarily in terms of maximum sales today, oh, they didn't respond, it didn't work. Think about it in terms of building up a really, really deep pipeline and it working in tandem with the content in the group. Okay, this can work for any community, right? As long as you've got that ability to ask them a question or kind of qualify them on the way in, and then you can get in touch with them via Messenger. It's really just about a dual dynamic in the community of you've got the group where the content is and you've got the one-to-one piece where you're communicating with, or you could outsource this to somebody on your team. Okay, before we wrap this one up, I just wanted to touch on quickly how this can kind of fit into the bigger picture. Okay, so the model that we help our clients with, and if you want to go deeper on that model, check out a link in the description for a product called the Freedom Files. It's a monthly digital memo that I put out. It's $27 a month. Depending on when you see this, there might still be some founding spots because it's a new product, and I share the ins and outs of what we do in this monthly digital memo. And the welcome edition, the edition 0 of that is a breakdown of our model for doing this. But I'll give you a quick snapshot of it. There's 3 phases. The first phase is your public facing brand, like we spoke about a little bit before. It's all those platforms where people can stumble across you on the feed, or people can go and search for your content, like YouTube, where you guys are hanging out with me right now. It could be a blog. We use another platform called Substack. It's your public market facing brand. That's going to be your biggest audience, right? And that's phase 1. Okay, but what we want to do from that is build out phase 2, which is what we call community. And that's your email list and a private community that you run. Okay, so we use phase 1 to fuel phase 2. And in people moving from 1 to 2, we can collect this information and we can utilize it in order to take the conversation from just a one-to-many framework to a one-to-one framework. Okay, if you've got tons of volume, you may not want to do that, right? It might be too many. But I know a lot of people are earlier on, or they're trying to grow organically their brand. And so this is a great way to maybe overcome lower volume than some of your competitors, or lower volume than you would like. By taking that dialogue one-to-one, you can develop stronger relationships, which will lead to more clients and sales. Okay, so what you want to do in that phase 1 in all those public facing brands is you want to point them to one place, right? All of my content points to jacobcaris.com. It's what we call our brand hub. Once there, you can join the list, you can join the group, and then you move into phase 2, which is what you're seeing here in front of you. Okay, and then once people are in here and on the list and they're reading, we invite them into different opportunities that we've got going on. Okay, so that's a really nice little sequence. We've used it very successfully over the years. My clients have used it very, very successfully over the years. It's just about getting people to raise their hand, getting in touch with them with like a pretty open-ended question and letting them come back to you. But keep that mindset in mind. It doesn't have to convert into a sale now. It doesn't even matter if they don't respond now, because you're going to run it in parallel with a strong content game in the group, maybe email as well. And if you do that consistently, those people will start to reach back out. Those people will start to respond and will convert over time. You're building up a really, really a strong pipeline by doing that each day, or having someone on your team do that each day. Okay, appreciate you hanging out with me. Head over to jacobcaris.com. Go and implement this. It'll serve you really, really well if you're consistent with it. Cheers.